Grand Rising Elizabeths. So today we're going to dive into one of the most important systems in the body, and that's metabolism. So many people hear that word, but don't fully understand what it means or how it affects energy, weight, blood sugar, fat burning, and overall health. So my co-host, Deitra Covington, is going to break down how the body actually burns energy, how metabolism works behind the scenes, and why understanding it can completely change the way we look at our health and wellness. So please help me welcome Deitra Covington as we teach on the power of metabolism.
Thank you, Nurse Stacy.
You're
And
welcome.
grand rising to all who have come so far on the show. It's good to have you as always, and I'm thankful. And let me see, do I have the power to get started?
Yes, you do.
Okay, thank you much. Let me share the screen. I think I can do it today. Yay! Okay, we're gonna go to slideshow. If you're gonna show, there we go. Start from the beginning. Okay, can everyone see the screen with the ducks and the baby ducks?
Yeah.
Oh, good. The reason I like this portrait, this photo, is because it reminds me of health and wellness. Because I actually saw this in my own yard. I got water in front of me, in back of me rather, and they were floating, the babies and the mama or daddy. I got to find out if that's a dad or a mom that's with them, but their parent or adult. But it reminded me of health and wellness. Even when I saw it in real life, and when I saw the photo, I was like, oh, this is great. This is so nice. But anyway, I thank you all again for being here. And make sure I can go to the next screen. Okay, the metabolic rate, how the body burns energy. Does anyone on the call right now have any idea how this happens, or why it happens, or why is it important? And if you don't know, it's okay, because I'm going to talk about it. But I just want to know who knows anything about metabolic rate.
I know if your metabolism slows down and it's not
Mm-hmm.
active, a lot of things are not working efficiently like it should.
Okay.
Your energy production is not there. I guess I call it 80 ATP, adenosine triphosphate.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, the
Well,
energy is.
thank you. Thank you for sharing that bit of information. Okay. Well, let me say the metabolic rate is the speed at which your body uses energy or calories to keep you alive and functioning. It's very important. Your body burns energy all day, even while resting, sleeping, breathing, and digesting food. Let's see how the body burns energy. Your body converts food into energy through metabolism. Nutrients from carbohydrates, fats, and proteins are broken down and turned into fuel for the body's cells. Hmm, wonderful. Um, these are important points. Because sometimes we just go through life. I go through life and don't even think about all this happening. But it's happening. I was designed to take care of all of this. But what I think about is all the many years I didn't think about it. What did I do to cause it to maybe not work right? It's just like a car. I take a certain type of fuel to run my car. But if I put diesel fuel in it in my car or anything else besides what I'm supposed to, it won't work right. And so that kind of reminds me of even my body, because it's a tool too. It needs the fuel to burn and to keep me moving. But all the years, I don't know if I've been feeding it the right stuff, you know, because certain things I liked, but it wasn't good. My body didn't like it. So I thought I'd share with that. Okay, the body burns energy for a number of things. For breathing, that's important. Blood circulation, digestion, brain function, body temperature control, and physical activity and exercise. So these things are very important. Every one that I said is important for my energy. And the body is doing what it needs to do for those things to happen. Does anyone have any comment on what I shared so far? Do you agree or disagree or?
Nope. I
Okay.
totally agree.
Okay, thank you. Okay, there are types of metabolic rates that are happening. You have a basal metabolic rate or BMR, the number of calories your body burns at complete rest to maintain basic life functions. So things, like I said, things are happening even when we're resting. Things are still moving right along. Also is the types of metabolic rate is the resting metabolic rate, similar to BMR, but measured under less strict conditions while resting. And then we have active metabolism, energy burned during movement and exercise, such as walking, lifting weights, or sports. So it doesn't matter what we do. The metabolism is still trying to do what it needs to do. It ain't even trying to do it. Either you blocked it or it's going to do what it's supposed to. So this body is pretty cool, I must say. Let's see. Oh, factors that affect metabolic rate. Now, I want you guys to really put your thinking caps or your patient caps on, because at this point I'm going to go a little bit scientific, but it's okay. I think I am grown. I'm a big girl, so we can handle some of these different aspects of our bodies. Okay, so let's see the factors that affect metabolic rate. I'm going to start with saying age, gender, muscle mass, and genetics. Hormones, activity level, diet and hydration, sleep quality, staying physically active, eating enough protein, and getting quality sleep, and managing stress levels. Ooh, so critical. Let's see. Now, as the diagram says, you see diet. It starts with our diet, and then it moves on to the microbiota, which is short chain fatty acids, secondary bile acids, structural components, and then it moves to our hormones. And we have so many hormones. We don't I did not know I had as many as I do. But we're gonna talk about a couple, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more that you might not have heard about. But that's the GLP-1. Let me get my little sheet because I don't know them from the top of my head. But okay, but I want to go over those. Hormones. The GLP-1 is a glucagon-like peptide 1, and it is a natural hormone produced in the gut that regulates blood sugar, slows digestion, and reduces appetite by signaling fullness to the brain. Whew, that's really good though. Often called an incretin hormone. It acts 10 to 15 minutes after eating to trigger insulin release and block sugar raising glucagon. Okay, that says a lot about this hormone. But it regulates blood sugar, suppresses appetite, slows gastric emptying, and controls glucagon. Okay, all right, so that's the GLP-1. So just in case you hear about them from your doctor and reading any of these hormones, you'll have maybe a general idea about what they are. You might remember exactly what I'm saying because some people have that kind of memory. Hey, hands off to you. And then we have the peptide YY or PYY. And this is a gut hormone released by enteroendocrine L cells in the intestine after meals that acts as a key satiety. Oh, how do you pronounce it?
Satiety.
Okay.
Or satiety.
Satiety, thank you.
Mhm.
Satiety signal to reduce appetite and food intake. By releasing PYY, the body signals the hypothalamus to reduce hunger, typically peaking 1 to 2 hours after eating to help terminate meals. Okay. All right. Then we have, let me see, what's this next one? The GIP hormone. Okay, I'm going to work with this pronunciation. It's not bad. Glucose dependent insulin tropic polypeptide, GIP. This is a key gut hormone and incretin secreted by K cells in the upper small intestine after eating. It's interesting. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm noticing that a lot of these are in the gut and they happen after you eat. So, particularly in response to fat and glucose, it plays a critical role in nutrient metabolism by stimulating insulin secretion from the pancreas to regulate blood glucose levels and managing fat storage. Okay, so that's the GIP. Okay, let's go on to 5-HT hormone. This is interesting. I don't know if has anyone ever heard of these hormones before?
Yeah. Actually, the GLP-1 and the GIP,
Uh-huh.
I actually started taking that. I don't know if you know that this is one of it's actually called peptides.
Okay.
Like you said, the short chain fatty acids.
Uh-huh.
And the peptides, the GLP-1 and the GIP, that's the one that people are using that they advertise on TV, like Wegovy or semaglutide or tirzepatide. These are all medications that you give yourself once a week to reduce your appetite and also to make you feel full longer. Because like you said, the GLP-1, it'll make you feel like you're full, because that's what our bodies are supposed to do, is designed to do. These hormones that you were talking about, I'm like, dang, she's right on target, because I just started the GLP-1 and the GIP Friday evening. And when I tell you it works to decrease your appetite and make you feel full so you don't eat so much, and help you lose weight, that's the reason why I took it. And I didn't want to take it for many, many years, because I'm like, I heard bad things about it. But then when I did my back history on it, to realize these are short chain fatty acids that these hormones are automatically in our bodies anyway.
Okay.
And so they may just be at a decreased rate and they don't work as well as they should. So adding this hormone to your body actually helps you to lose the weight.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. Oh my goodness. Wow, and we have a hand up.
Yeah.
Calvin?
You're muted. I'm mute.
You're mute.
What amazes me about is that the body has the natural ability to regulate itself. And these are processes that are occurring on the subconscious level. We don't have to think to do this. The body does it on its own,
Thank
which
goodness.
shows you how the body is self-regulating, but it's also self-healing.
Yes.
And what you said earlier about what happened, why is that, when this is not happening, what have we done unconsciously without realizing to sabotage the process?
Right.
The body can do what it do on its own, but if we're in agreement with it, it does it. But if we're not, we have the wrong diet, wrong mental diet, wrong emotional diet, then it causes our body to be out of equilibrium.
That's true. Well, thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that. All right. Well, let me finish on these hormones. Okay, we got a 5-HT. And that hormone, I'm going to say the name if I can, hydroxytryptamine. Hydroxytryptamine is the chemical name for the hormone and neurotransmitter commonly known as serotonin. That's familiar. It is a biogenic amine derived from the amino acid tryptophan that plays a fundamental role in regulating mood, sleep, digestion, and appetite. Okay, all right. Now, our last hormone here is CCK, which is cholecystokine. And it's a vital peptide hormone produced in the small intestine that facilitates digestion by triggering the gallbladder to release bile and the pancreas to secrete digestive enzymes when fats and proteins enter the duodenum. It also promotes satiety, slowly stomach emptying to aid nutrient absorption and reduce appetite. So wonderful, wonderful. Okay, then it goes around to metabolism or glucose metabolism, insulin sensitivity, fat storage or adiposity, and feeding and satiety. So these are the factors that affect your metabolic rate. So I just wanted to add a few little notes on this. Okay, let me move to the next screen here. Why metabolic rate matters. Okay, let's see. It matters because, I'm moving too fast in my notes. All right. Why does it matter? Okay. It matters because it maintains body weight. It supports energy levels. It improves athletic performance. Because some of us are very athletic. Even as we age, we are getting there. We are still there, actually. And it assists fat burning, because that's important too. And it supports overall health and wellness. So that's why metabolic rate matters. Okay, let's see. Now, this is interesting right here because I went to I went to go see I had just a checkup this week. When I went in, she said, "Deitra, what are you going through?" I was like, "Why?" I thanked her for the question, and I told her that right now, she already knows that I'm doing a keto diet, but with that, I lost weight. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to do? Because this is staying, my weight is staying at that same rate, and it's kind of low to me. And I said, what do I need to do to stay in autophagy? Because we talked about that in previous shows. But and that's where you fast. how do I stay in autophagy and gain weight, which they're diametrically opposed to each other. And so she said, well, first of all, we have to take a look at your metabolic rate and find out where you are. I said, oh, okay. And she said, all that is testing your calories. We got to find out where your calories are and where you need to be so that you can start gaining weight. This might be maybe something different from people on the show right now, but it was important to me. So I thought, just in case you were in the same position, you might want to know what you need to do to even check on this, and use the indirect calorimeter. No, calorimeter. And I'll show you exactly what that is. But that's what raised the topic right now for that is what I was dealing with. And I gave you a description of my experience. No, I didn't give you quite a description. Well, when I went to the doctor, it was actually a test that they did on me right then in the office. Where I actually laid down on the table and they put a mask over my face that was linked to a tube to a machine. And I just had to breathe in it. I breathed in that tube for 10 minutes alone in a little office or whatever. But I laid down on a table. So that's my experience. But anyway, let me get, because I'm going to tell you my results. Let's see. First, I'm going to talk a little. Now, let me go to the next screen so you can see it. Okay. Now, this is a picture of what was put on me as I laid down on that table. It's like little table, whatever. But I did have that on my mouth. But this one doesn't show it, but they actually plugged my nose. I could not breathe through my nose. They plugged my nose. I can only breathe through this machine. True enough, I could breathe though. But what they wanted to do was test how much oxygen was coming out. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Where are you? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay, let me tell you a little bit more about what that mask and all that. An indirect calorimeter is a device used to measure a person's metabolic rate, how much energy or calories the body burns at rest or during activity. Of course, they were testing me at rest. And it works by measuring oxygen, O2, and carbon dioxide, which is produced, CO2. Let's see here now. Okay, and it says, why is knowing how much oxygen is taken is important? Wait, why is knowing how much oxygen is taken important? I need the end in there. Knowing how much oxygen is taken into the body is crucial for monitoring how well blood cells carry oxygen to the tissues, ensuring vital organ function. Monitoring this level is important to detect hypoxemia. What is low energy
Hypoxemia.
oxygen?
Hypoxemia. It's
Thank
hypoxia.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's low oxygen,
Mhm.
which can lead to serious organ damage, brain, heart, and indicates underlying conditions like pneumonia, COPD, or COVID-19. That was important to know those kind of things. Why is knowing how much carbon dioxide is produced important? Knowing how much carbon the body produces is crucial for understanding metabolic health, optimizing physical performance, and monitoring environmental impact. It allows for tracking cellular metabolism, regulating breathing and blood pH, and estimating individual carbon footprints. Okay, so that was neat. I was like, who knew? I didn't know. I didn't realize any of this until that day. Okay, now my closing statement is metabolism is the body's engine, constantly converting food into energy needed for life, movement, and health. And what I do, I would be remiss if I did not mention what were the results of my breathing, laying on the table, and all that. Well, believe it or not, oh my goodness, it was a surprise to me. Presently, I was at 878 calories. And they can tell this just through my breath, which is amazing to me. I was like, how are they figuring that out? But but my doctor said I need to increase my daily calories to add 1,000 calories. Now that's been interesting because it's been about 4 days, and I've been trying to stay in autophagy, my fasting and gain weight. And it's been it's interesting because I get full too fast. I do. I guess my stomach is probably so little now. I'm not getting it in. Okay, now, does anyone have anything they want to share?
That's interesting because I could see how for you that would be a challenge, trying to get in enough calories when you're already eating a lot of protein.
Right. Now I would think that would be enough, right? Mm-mm.
Yeah, having a lot of protein but not enough calories could be kind of difficult.
Yes.
Because if you don't have enough calories, then you will definitely lose weight. But the good thing about the protein that you're taking in is it will help, conserve the muscle mass.
True.
But not enough calories in. That's probably why they did that carbon dioxide oxygen test on you, because they want to see what's going on in your body. Like, how is your body responding to what you are eating? And if you're not getting enough energy, which is calories, then your body will be depleted of energy, which will in turn affect your oxygen and your carbon dioxide, because the last thing you want to do is hold on to carbon dioxide.
No, you're right.
Because that can poison your blood.
Right.
And so you have to get enough oxygen in your blood to be able to have your metabolism work efficiently.
Right.
And so I can see how it could be very challenging for you, just like it is for me. It's very challenging for me to get in a certain amount of food because I had that surgery,
Yeah.
So the stomach is smaller, and then you're trying to eat more protein because that's what you need. And then you get full and you can't eat no more because you're like full. But I think maybe for you, I don't know if the doctor advised you, but for you, you just probably have to just eat more times a day instead of eating once a day.
Right.
You have to eat more a day. And I don't think that's going to affect autophagy in the way that you think it will. You can just space it out more, but you got to get those calories in if you want to gain weight.
That's true. That's true. That's what I came to find out too.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why this has came back up.
But your autophagy is related to your fasting, right?
Yes.
So, like she says, you need to eat within that time frame. You need to eat enough. If you're fasting like for 12 hours within the time frame that you're eating, you need to eat enough. Like she said, spaced out throughout that whole time frame.
Yeah. Yeah. But
And
believe it or not, I get myself 2 hours
mhm.
in my eating window.
But what do you eat though? What do you eat? What does your food consist of? You know?
It's keto, so I'm eating meat,
Hmm.
bacon. I mean, I'm eating the right stuff,
Well, that's
but
for the
I'm not
keto. But
eating.
do you eat fruits and vegetables?
You know what? I do eat those too, but not a lot
Hmm.
because they add. Those are carbs too. They actually add to my carbohydrate intake.
Okay. But
So
if you ate the carb, the metabolism is related to diet. So if you ate like foods that give you like when you the keto diet is interesting, but if you want to gain weight, you have to eat enough because you have a the keto diet is designed what to kind of help you lose weight, and the carbohydrates. It's interesting how the carbohydrates can either work for you or against you, for
exactly.
weight gain. So really, I don't know. I guess because I have been bigger than what I am, but I know that how you eat can increase your weight or decrease your weight, you know?
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing that. Truly, I appreciate it.
But
Um,
also the issue of breathing, do you get any kind of cardio workout? Do you walk, anything like that? Or are sedentary really works against us? So are you mobile enough? Do you move around enough, you know?
I do move around enough. And I talked to the group last time about resistance training. So
Hmm.
I do work out, but
Yeah.
it's not cardio much. It's more resistance training.
Mm.
I'm trying to build muscle. So I
But
want the weight to come on in my
mhm.
muscle.
But it's just the physical. I mean, not just working out, but sedentary lifestyle really works against us too. So those just moving, not so much running or walk, just being more physically mobile. When you sit too much, that works against us too. You know?
I agree. You are so true. That's true. And so I'm always moving. I don't sit much.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Except now, which is
So now,
interesting because
yeah.
this hour I'm sitting and my
Okay.
body is like, get up.
Mhm.
I feel it.
Yeah.
But thanks for sharing that.
Sure.
What kind of time we got? Oh, we only half an hour in. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So I would like to know, how are we doing on any of this? Your weight? Are, is everybody staying stable? Have you got numbers on it? Are you
I
checking
actually
on?
lost 3 pounds.
Oh, good for
I
you.
lost 3 pounds. Yeah. But you know what I know about, you say you only eat one meal a day, because you want to stay in autophagy. You can be in autophagy, um, within a window. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
That's what
you
I'm
know
saying.
that. So you don't have to like have your window only 2 hours to experience autophagy. Because I think after 16 hours of not eating, your body goes into
Hmm.
autophagy. So you could do a 18, what is it, 18-6 or something like that. Have a
Okay.
6 hour window or 4 hour window where you can get more calories in. Like you make
Yeah.
it eat at 2 o'clock and then eat again at 4 o'clock
Okay.
to get those calories in, and you still will experience autophagy.
Well, that's good to know. Really, it is. Because I get full just eating one little thing. Like if I eat a steak or something, that'll fill me up to the point I don't even want anything else.
Yeah,
So a
this
couple
satisfies
hours
you as
later,
well. Mm-hmm.
I might want something else, which is good.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I can have another steak if I want at that
Mm-hmm.
point.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm working it out. I am
Mm.
truly working that out because it's different.
Yeah, I know my body. What anybody's body for that matter. If you eat more, you're definitely gonna gain weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period. Is that, like you said, the basic metabolic rate, or your basal, whatever, is how much calorie your body burns while you ain't doing nothing.
Yes.
Right.
Hmm.
Your body gonna burn calories anyway.
Hmm.
But if you don't get enough calories in, or you
Hmm.
get too many calories in or above your basal rate, then yeah, you're gonna gain weight. But if you get less in, you'll
Yeah.
lose. And so I know for me, it took me, I was on this one diet and it was a 500 to 800 calorie diet. And that's the only only diet I have ever been on where I consistently lost weight over the 30 days.
Mm.
I lost 30 pounds in 30 days on a 500 to 800 calorie diet. So you can't be in that much of a deficit under your basal rate and think you're not going to lose weight, whether it's keto, whatever kind of diet. Caloric, your calories that you take in is very important because it is your energy.
Right.
Food is energy, and you have to get in enough food to give you enough energy.
Can we look at
what is
diet?
autophagy? That word.
Autophagy is the way the body
Kills itself.
Kills itself. It's like eat up the cells so that your body. It's a way that your body heals itself.
That's right.
Because you're not doing anything, and you're not eating. It's a time where you're not eating, where your body goes into this cell engulfing thing where it eats up all the bad cells
And cleans
and
it
help
up.
you
Yep.
Have the good cells work for you. So it's a good thing to be in autophagy.
But it's also when your body feeds itself naturally without you having to consume anything. So interesting, because when you think about it, we have to be conscious of our whole persona when it comes to food, because everything about you it's all one. It's all one. So we eat a certain way because not just nutrition, but feelings and emotions too.
Right. That's
So
true.
We have to get into the total person when we deal with health and wellness. We can't just compartmentalize or exclude certain things because we are emotional beings. So when you look at your eating, you're eating for comfort and nutrition, okay?
Right.
So really, you have to feed yourself throughout the whole day. And if you have too restrictive a diet, your body is shutting down, It's shutting down, but you need the fuel. So for me, my diet has to be a certain way for my health, okay? So I've been focused on being a vegetarian, but I accept it instead of fighting against it, okay? Because when you hold on to being conflictual about your diet, that's a problem. But it's not just a diet, it's a lifestyle. We use diet, but really, it's a lifestyle. You're eating a certain way, not just, diet is the whole concept of diet. Like we're eating a certain way for health and wellness, okay? When you say I'm on this diet, I'm supposed to be on a certain time. You want to change your whole narrative
Right.
about your relationship to food, because you want this to be sustainable, not just for a point in time. You want to just change your whole relationship with food.
Yeah, because I even call it live it now, basically, not instead of diet.
Yeah.
I'm not dying. I'm living.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the word diet either because it's just I don't know. I don't like diet. I like lifestyle. Lifestyle that I have. And and what's interesting is it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody can't eat peanuts. In fact, one of my friends just lost a daughter from a peanut allergy. Everybody can't eat certain foods because it will cause certain reactions in your body based on your genetic makeup or whatever, And so we all need to find what works for us.
That's right. For us, yeah.
I know for me, if I eat too much saturated fat, my cholesterol is going to go up.
Right. You said that. Yeah.
And if I exercise good, my good cholesterol HDL goes up. And it's really going up. And it's surprising to me how your body reacts to different things. And so I'm not going to say I'm not going to eat meat, but I'm not going to eat meat that is heavily saturated. Like chicken doesn't have much saturation in it. Fish, salmon has the good fat in it, and tuna fish. So I'm leaning more toward fishes, tuna fish, salmons, and stuff like that because it doesn't have a big range of saturated fat. And that way I can get more of my protein, like with Greek yogurts and eggs and stuff like that. Because our bodies naturally make cholesterol. We need it.
It really does.
So we can't just like say, I'm not going to have any cholesterol in my diet because your body has to make it anyway.
Do you drink enough water?
Yes.
Water,
yes. Yeah. And especially since I started the GLP-1 and the GIP, for anybody who want to lose weight, I can just say for sure that it quiets. Like a lot of people eat all day and they're thinking about, okay, what am I have for lunch? What am I have for breakfast?
Right.
Yeah.
What am I have for snack and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What it does is because it controls your appetite, it quiets all of that noise that you have in your head about food. To worry about what you're gonna eat because your body's saying, hey, you're not hungry.
Right.
Don't even worry about eating because you ain't hungry anyway.
Right.
And so
That's why
it quiets all of that noise. And that's what I like about taking it now. Like even the next day after it, I'm like, dang, I'm not hungry for real.
I know you're surprised.
Right. So I'm like, I really got to eat, So I had to go ahead and eat anyway. And then when I eat, I get full quicker and the food stays there longer. And then it causes your sugar levels or your insulin levels, causes your insulin not to spike.
Yeah.
It keeps it natural, on an even keel. And by doing that, then it slows down how the glucose enters into your bloodstream. And so I even noticed that when the continuous glucose monitor, that my glucose levels are more even now because it goes into my blood. The food goes in slow.
Okay.
Versus like, oh, I just ate and now 30 minutes is out of my body. And then an hour later, it done spiked up or whatever.
Right.
And within 2 hours, it might come down, it might not, But when you get enough, when your body is producing enough insulin, it will come down within 2 hours. But if it's not, then, these natural hormones that we have in our body already, if they're not working right because we're not eating the proper foods, then it could hurt us, You have to eat the right foods or your GLP-1 and your GIP will not effectively work. And that's just the normal, like Deitra says, the normal peptides, the normal hormone short chain acids that we have in our bodies that is supposed to help us anyway.
Exactly. That's right.
And when you think about it, the way our relationship with food is triggered by our mental and emotional component. So if you're always thinking about food, when does your body produce chemical in response to your thought pattern? So really, if we're so conscientious about eating all the time, then when does our body or mind get a chance to relax, So the intermittent fasting is important because your body needs a chance to not be digesting food all the time. Because when we're eating, our digestive system is working in overdrive,
Yeah.
So we do need a chance. We give ourselves a break, okay? So it's important how we deal with our total persona, especially when it comes to food, because food is multifactorial.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Thank you for sharing that. But it's amazing how this body continues to work doing what it needs to do, even though we might not eat,
Yeah.
but it's still doing some other stuff, that we don't even, thank goodness we don't have to think about it because we're not thinking about it.
That's
It's
right.
automatic.
That's God's wisdom.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Ba-
I have a
babies,
question.
babies and fools.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Um, the word was multi, what was it that the gentleman just said?
Multifactorial, as many factors that come into play, multifactorial. There's many factors that come into play when we eat because it's nutrition, social, it's comfort. Food serves a purpose beyond just nutrition. Multi-factors, more than one factor.
Ah, okay.
It's
I
comfort,
just
it's
didn't,
social.
okay. And Deidre, I'm with you. I'm trying to gain weight.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah,
Me too.
I'm
I
losing
really
weight.
am.
I'm losing. I'm not eating enough.
Because my weight, I don't want it to go down one iota. I don't want it to. I want to gain. And I have to figure out how to do this effectively, And I
Because
think what was shared
you're,
today was good.
okay. Because
Yeah.
you're trying to eat just one meal a day.
That was my goal, but I see it's not working as far as gaining weight.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself the window expanded a little bit, because I'm gonna fast though for at least 16 hours, at least. And that's like overnight into the morning into afternoon. And I'll eat my first meal will be like at 12 until like 8 at night, or I don't eat that late, about 6, but I'll eat
Mm-hmm.
every couple hours or so.
Well, what's the
Mm-hmm.
purpose of it, Deitra?
Say it again.
What is the purpose for
Which part?
you
Other fasting.
to
Oh,
wait that long for you? Is that what your body is asking for, or is it something, some spiritual reason, or for some medical reason? Just
with the
why?
let me make sure I answer correctly. Are you talking about what is the purpose of the eating window that I eat in?
Correct. You know how
Okay.
long, why you wait so long, or why I think at one point you was eating only once a day, but what's the purpose behind it for you?
Okay, the purpose for
Uh-huh.
not eating, the fasting, the 16 hours would be for I want to build autophagy, meaning that's my healing time. That's when my body has time to work on what's not correct in my body.
Okay.
Okay, so then the eating window would be like from that 12 or 11 to 6 or whatever would be my eating window, where I'll eat every couple hours or when I get hungry, if I get hungry. I don't even, but anyway, but that time is for me to gain weight because I want to do that too. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah, and so whatever and then so you're conscious of what you're eating so that it does what you need to do, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Because I want to complement the fasting time in the healing because that's when my body heals. But even when I eat, I want whatever I put in my body to go towards healing as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it can still I can eat the right things to help with healing. So
Yeah. Hmm.
Can y'all hear me?
yes.
Yes.
We know
Now,
you
what
hear
about
you.
what about Ensure? Like Ensure, they have like drinks that's supposed to help, people who may be losing a lot of weight, and it's supposed to help you not to lose a lot of weight. Have you ever thought about that? Ensure.
Oh yeah, I know all
Protein
about
tank.
Ensure. But it's loaded with sugar. Loaded.
Oh,
It's really
oh,
Is,
not good
I
for
would
you.
not do Ensure. I
is
would.
that
oh, okay,
healthy? Is that healthy? Hmm.
Too many
Yeah.
chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
And it's interesting though, hospitals give it to older patients and stuff, and I don't like why are they giving them all this sugar? But
Oh,
yeah, but they give it to them.
oh, I
Does it
didn't
matter?
realize it.
They give it to them because they want them to gain weight, more muscle. Don't want
Yeah.
them to lose muscle mass. You lose muscle mass, you lose your mobility and your ability to get around. That's why they do it. They don't care about all the trash that's in it.
They don't. They
They care
don't.
about is the protein.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what about Boost? Are they all in the same category?
Yeah, they're all
Same
trash.
thing. Same thing. But
But Boost tastes better.
have you talked to a nutritionist?
Who me?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
doctor advised one.
Hmm.
Well, Grand Rising, Lorraine.
Grand Rising, Deitra. I'm
Mhm.
like, this is the first time I've been on a Tuesday. I'm like, I'm gonna have to get on here every day. I'm like, dang, y'all got good stuff going on. I'm gonna have to tell
Mm-hmm.
folks y'all missing out.
But
This
please
is, ex-
do.
this is extremely informative, and
Hmm.
I am just like wowed because I'm looking to lose some weight, but I didn't think about it in the way in which you're talking about, which is just really understanding, first of all, how your freaking body works. We're
Hmm.
more interested when we're looking to lose weight. We automatically, as humans, turn to, ooh, what are the ways to lose weight? Let's just, take this diet or this, or eat like this, or take this pill, or take this shake, or whatever. But, I'm actually, I'm a little embarrassed. Like, I never really looked at like how does food work? Like,
Mhm.
and I have a pharmaceutical background. And one thing about pharmaceuticals, I work for Pfizer and all these major companies. And what they do is they teach you first the anatomy of the body. Then
Mm.
they teach you what goes wrong. And
Mhm.
then they teach you what the drug does to fix what goes wrong.
Mhm.
But it's just like eating. Look at how the body is structured, how it works. And then look about what you're eating, which is what goes wrong.
Mhm.
And then how you can eat for your body to work right. So it's the same
Mhm.
concept, at least in my head, because of my background. And I
Mhm.
am really I don't have like a huge weight problem or anything, never really have. But once I turned like 60, the weight just decided, hey, I miss you. I'm coming for you. So I'm about 20 pounds, overweight of where I would like to be. um, I have been doing something lately because I sell the super patches. I have finally said, let me see if we got a weight and ignite patch. And all it does is just increase the metabolism. It doesn't
Mhm.
have anything in it, no drugs, no this, no that. And I'm like, okay, well, let me see if this is going to work. Well, I've used it consistently now for, I would say, about maybe 3 weeks, and I've lost 5 pounds doing what I do, like
Right.
nothing. And for me, even though 5 pounds doesn't sound a lot, it's like, ooh, well, what would happen if you ate right? What would happen if you wore the pack? And that's just at rest. So
Mhm.
if you actually work out and just do something, okay? I don't care if it's yoga. Now I got a vibration plate. So now I get on the vibration plate at least 10 minutes a day. I'm like, well, what if you did
Mhm.
that 3 minutes a day?
Yes.
But
Approach it on
I'm in
all
a
fronts.
pardon me?
Approach it on all fronts, when it comes to
Uh,
health and wellness. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and that's what I'm getting. You took the words out of my mouth. I came on when Stacy was talking. I was like, wow. I'm like, what day of the week is this today? Is this the health and wellness day?
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
Oh,
exactly what
well,
it is. It's so good. They
it
they
is
are so
good.
amazing. Deidre and Stacy, whew, them
Thank
some
you.
bad
Thank you.
sisters.
I have
Now,
a
Yeah, and I know
question for Alita. Alita, what are you doing to, do you know why you're losing weight? Are you still losing weight? That's one question. And then what are you doing towards gaining? And do you know why you're losing weight? Why you lost the weight or are losing?
I think because I'm not eating enough, for one thing, and because I'm having a challenge with my knees, walking is becoming not so fun. Um,
well,
basically, I
Leah, I
think,
just want you to know I want to be your accountability partner because we're on the same. We looking for the same goal.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
That's good. Hmm. I
yeah, I think
agree.
that's great. I was going to ask you, Deidre, if I could, tag along.
Oh, please do. I would love to share with you because I see us growing. Gonna get bigger, and we gonna heal that need. That gonna not heal it, but it's gonna feel better anyway, for sure.
Right, right.
We
It's,
gonna get it
it's been a
together.
challenge. It has been a challenge, I have to tell you. And
Okay.
being older, it's just not fun right
Oh, I can understand truly.
now.
But I'm gonna put my number in the chat, Alita, so you will have
Yeah,
it.
I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call right
Oh,
after.
you have it? Oh, you have my number?
No, I do not have it. Let me have it now.
Okay, all right. Good deal.
It's amazing how some of us need to gain, some of us need to lose, some of us just need to maintain, you know? and
That's right.
how the body works to allow us to do that, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
We eat
sure.
enough,
That is
we're gaining
true.
weight, that's for sure. And
Oh yeah.
if you don't gain weight from eating or increasing your calories, then you gotta look for the root cause. Because if you're
Mhm.
not digging into what the root cause is, it'll be hard to do. But if you increase those calories, you'll start gaining weight. But if you don't, seek out the root cause.
And the body is always talking to us, going to tell us the truth, about what we need to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
came in on when Stacy was talking about the calorie count and she was saying 500 to 800 calories. Anybody who only eat 500, 800 calories is going to lose weight. Like I've
Right.
always, if I eat 1200 calories or less, I'll always lose weight.
Mhm.
Always, automatically. And that's not even worrying about um carbs or none of that. I just used to do the calorie count, but I don't know how good that was for me, but I always lost weight every single time.
Yeah, well, they say that you should at least take in 1,200 calories a day just to get the amount of energy that your body needs to sustain itself. That should be the minimum. Don't go under that amount. But for me, if I eat 1,200 calories a day, I will maintain my weight. I will not lose
Me
weight.
too.
I'm the same way. Like I was like, I have to be in a really deficit of my caloric intake for me to consistently lose weight. Like
Me
I could
too.
probably do 1,000 calories and then exercise to burn off some of that energy to put me more at a deficit. But you want to put those calories in your body, and then if you exercise and you get rid of some of the calories that you exercise with, that's okay. But at least you put the energy in before you try to get the energy out through exercise.
Also, keep a journal.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a journal. That way, you make a conscious notation of your
Mm-hmm.
caloric intake, your energy level, and when you eat. And be mindful of the way you eat and the time. So far as because see, food you're gonna eat for comfort, you're gonna eat because it makes you feel good, nutrition. But then keep a log of your whole day anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and see
Yeah.
what's going on. The trick that helps you maintain them because you want it to be a lifestyle. For it to
Mm-hmm.
be sustainable, it's not just a diet; it's a lifestyle change. That way, you can look at it over a period of time. Because like they say, if you lose a pound a week and keep it off for a year, you move in the right direction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very well said. Very well said.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Calories matter
They
because
do.
we always look at calories like, oh, I ate too many calories. I didn't eat enough calories. But if we look at calories like this is the body's energy source. And so if you look at it as the body's energy source, what type of energy source am I putting in my body to make my body act the way it should act, to heal
That's right.
itself, and so on and so on?
Mhm.
And autophagy in and of itself, I love fasting. I haven't fasted in a while, but I like fasting, but I have to give myself a slower window because
Mhm.
if I get more than 800 calories, I'm not losing the weight. So
What do
I
you mean
have to pair
slower?
exercise with
Slower.
it.
What do you mean slower window?
Like if I decide to do fasting, I need to have at least a 6 hour window for me. But if I lower the window to like Deitra did, only one meal a day, as you could see, she was getting like 800 calories eating once a day because you can only eat so much in one
Exactly.
meal. But if you increase that window to like 6 hours, you're going to get more calories. But for me, I need to be in that one meal a day window in order for me to lose weight because that's how my body responds to it. And or stay in that one, eat more, but exercise every day.
Yeah.
Figure out a plan that works for you.
Yeah, you have to figure out a plan. Exactly.
Exactly.
It's not one size fits all. The goal is, but you have to get a program that works for you.
Yes.
So true, Calvin. Thank you.
That's perfect.
Before we leave, Madam Finance, you want to make your announcement about your class today?
Yes, I'm excited. This is session 2. This is like the icing on the cake. And it's going to be at 5:30 to 7:30 at the Conley Detroit Library. It's going to be light refreshments. This time she's going to have chicken wings and a salad. Um, yeah, I'm excited, because how can we plan for something that we don't even know about?
You had a
Right?
great turnout, though. You had a great turnout last week. A great turnout.
Yeah, it was. And today is going to be the same. It may be even, it may even be, more people than that today. So who, um, yeah, it's going to be good. The worksheets are powerful. Anybody who missed session 1, don't worry about it. You'll be able to get the material that you missed to be able to, catch up. But the materials is really, really good. And you could take that information and be able to start on your trust, and get a good feel on what you need to do. So, yeah.
Well,
Thank
I
you,
would say
guys.
this is Lorraine, and I was there front and center. And this girl, not only the information that she puts out there is amazing, the way in which she puts it is plain, it's simple, give you materials. I was just like, sign me up. It's so much that goes on in the world that, we live in our own little bubble, whatever that is. And it's like for me being introduced to this today, it's like, oh, my bubble's getting bigger. When I went to Lakeisha's last week, it was so much information that as a just as a race of people, we don't really share.
Right.
And I was so thrilled to be a part of it. And I will be there tonight, moving everything
Awesome.
around to get there. And
Okay.
that's kind of what you have to do. You have to determine what's important to
Invest in
you.
yourself.
You have to invest in yourself. And that's not something that we teach our children. That's not something we were taught. But that's something that I'm instilling into my grandchildren. So if we put this into the next generation
That's right. That's right.
about the eating, about the finance, so
Yeah.
we can become more investors as opposed to consumers. So
Right.
we can,
Yes.
invest in our bodies,
Mhm.
spiritually, food wise, energy
Mental,
wise,
Mhm.
the whole
mentally,
nine
emotionally.
yards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So we won't have so much mental health stuff going on.
We're
And
worthy
that's
of
a
it.
whole,
We're
Yeah.
worthy of it. We're worthy of
And
it.
And
guess
if
what,
and
Lorraine?
if I may, oh, go ahead.
I just want to say, guess what, Lorraine?
what is it, dear?
We get this every Wednesday at what's it? Wealth Building Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
She does it
Yeah.
Well,
every Wednesday.
I know. That's
But
what happened. I got on last Wednesday, or the Wednesday before rather, and found out about her doing this thing. And I was like, and I've been knowing Lakeisha for a long time, and she's just, the bomb, the bomb.
Yeah, she's
But when
amazing.
thank
when
you.
I haven't heard her in a long time, it's like,
Uh-uh.
oh my God, how did I miss this? And I know you guys have been doing this for the longest. And I just, I made a decision.
Yeah.
I love you guys. And it didn't dawn on me like, so why are you not there? Not just to support them, because they're there to support you.
Be a part of the
So
experience.
yeah, so I will be definitely sharing this link to people like y'all. There's some good stuff that's going on, and people need to know
That's right.
about this show. You just need to know. You ain't got to be on camera. You could listen while you brush your teeth and get dressed and do whatever you got to do. If you have the opportunity to be present, like I did today, and you get to just really immerse yourself in what is being said. My version is I just let the Lord talk to me. I'm in a place and a space, a really good place
All
where I'm
right.
allowing
Amen.
God to just
Amen.
do
Amen.
his
Yes.
thing. So develop
Yes.
me. It doesn't matter if you get to be 60, he's still working with you.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you.
And you're still doing your thing. And I mean, and I love my girls. And
Mhm.
just to be able to be a part of what you're doing,
Yeah.
I will do everything in my power to expand our reach because the information is just absolutely
Mhm.
powerful.
Right.
And you just made my day. And I'll tell one of myself, I never look at calories. I'm like, calories?
Mhm.
I don't either.
Mm.
And then I started thinking, like, well, when I'm cooking, how do I know how many calories I'm using when I'm using peppers and onions and garlic, which I use all the time when I cook?
Mm.
But
Yum,
it's
yum.
like, do I, I cut the meat up and and yeah, I'm a meat person, but not a really big meat person, so to speak. I can eat without meat. I'm not a meat lover per se, but I don't know how to eat. So I'm going to pray and then try to figure out what should I read, like what resource should I go to besides chat, and figure out when you said it's eating as a way of life, I'm like, how does that work? So I'm gonna be around so I could just get this information in. My alarm set, I put on my calendar every day now. So
Yeah.
every day I'll be here so I can see like what do you have for me today, Lord? Okay. Feed into me. So thank you for your contribution. Appreciate everybody's input. It was just very meaningful to me, and I just really want to say thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Sister Deitra.
Okay, we're gonna wrap things up. Thank you all for walking the baton on to the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I want us to give each other a hug, please. Because
Mhm.
you know what? We are love. You all are love. Let's love all our friends out in the community and the
Mm.
universe.
Um,
They need our love too, because they are
mhm.
love.
That's right.
And then we're gonna sprinkle down some goodness. Woo-wee. This has
Yes.
been great. Thank you all for
Thank,
joining us
thank
today.
you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Mhm.
Okay, and I'm looking forward to you, Sister Alita.
Yeah,
Call
I'll
me
be calling you in a couple of minutes.
now. Okay, sounds good.
Mhm.
All righty.
All right.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great day.
Yes.
Okay.
God bless.
Peace.
Peace out.
Bye bye.